832nd Bombardment Squadron. The 832nd Bombardment Squadron is an inactive United States Army Air Forces unit. It trained as a Consolidated B-24 Liberator unit and deployed with its planes to the European theater of operations, entering combat in the strategic bombing campaign against Germany on 7 May 1944. In July 1944, the squadron converted to Boeing B-17 Flying Fortresses, continuing combat with the 486th Bombardment Group until April 1945. Following VE Day, it returned to Drew Field, Florida, where it was inactivated on 7 November 1945. History. The 832nd Bombardment Squadron was activated at McCook Army Airfield, Nebraska on 20 September 1943 as one of the original squadrons of the 486th Bombardment Group. After organizing as a Consolidated B-24 Liberator unit, it moved to Davis-Monthan Field, Arizona in November and trained for combat. The squadron began deploying overseas in early March 1944. Its air echelon flew its Liberators along the southern ferry route. The squadron arrived at its combat station, RAF Sudbury, the following month. It flew its first combat mission on May 7. It conducted strategic bombing missions against industrial facilities, including oil refineries and petroleum storage facilities at Dahlbergen, Hamburg, and Merseburg, and factories at Mannheim and Weimar. It also struck at transportation targets, such as marshalling yards near Cologne, Mainz, and Stuttgart, airfields at Kassel and Munster, and harbor installations at Bremen and Kiel. On 19 July 1944, along with the other B-24 units of the 92nd Bombardment Wing, the squadron was taken off operations and began conversion to the Boeing B-17 Flying Fortress. This would mark the beginning of the change of the 3 Bombardment Division to an all B-17 unit. The group completed its conversion and resumed operations by 1 August, while its Liberators were sent to depots in England for eventual transfer as replacements to 2 Bombardment Division groups. The squadron was occasionally diverted from strategic targets to support ground forces. Preparing for Operation Overlord, the invasion of Normandy, it attacked bridges, weapons launch sites, and airfields. On D-Day, it bombed gun positions. As Allied forces advanced across northern France in the summer of 1944, it attacked troop concentrations and road junctions. During Operation Market Garden, it struck gun positions near Arnhem to minimize losses among glider and paratroopers attempting to seize bridges across the Rhine River. In December 1944 and January 1945, it supported troops fighting the Battle of the Bulge. In the spring of 1945, it supported Operation Varsity, the airborne assault across the Rhine. The squadron flew its last mission on 21 April 1945. The squadron remained in England until August 1945, when it returned to the United States. Its aircraft began departing in early July, while its ground echelon sailed on the RMS Queen Elizabeth on 25 August, arriving in New York City 6 days later. The 832nd reassembled at Drew Field, Florida in September, but was inactivated there on 7 November 1945. Lineage, 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 Lineage. Constituted as the 832nd Bombardment Squadron Heavy on 14 September 1943, activated on 20 September 1943, redesignated 830sec. 1944, inactivated on 7 November 1945. Assignments: 486th Bombardment Group, 20 September 1943, 7 November 1945. Stations: McCook Army Airfield, Nebraska, 20 September 1943. Davis-Monthan Field, Arizona, 9 November 1943, 9 March 1944. RAF Sudbury Station 158, England, 5 April 1944, August 1945, Drew Field, Florida, 3 September–7 November 1945. Aircraft. Consolidated B-24 Liberator, 1943–1944. Boeing B-17G Flying Fortress, 1944–1945. Campaigns.